So now we are done with the advantages of exclusive breastfeeding. We are going to talk about the disadvantages of exclusive breastfeeding. The first one I'll say is it is stressful. Exclusive breastfeeding is very stressful in the sense that you are the food. Nobody else can feed the baby on your behalf. That's except you are using baby feeder and using feeding bottle. If not, if you are unlucky like me and your child refuses to take feeding bottle, it is very, very stressful because every time the baby wants food, especially when the baby is still very young, that's when the baby is still a newborn, that first 2 to 3 months, you are supposed to feed them all the time because their stomach is still very small. So anything you give them now, in another 5-10 minutes, the food has disappeared. You have to give them breast milk again. So if you are exclusively breastfeeding and you're not expressing your breastfeeding straight from the package, is going to really tell on you. It's very, very stressful. Another disadvantage of exclusive breastfeeding is weight gain. You are going to gain weight. Contrary to what they say that when you are breastfeeding, you will be reducing. In my own instance, so I gained plenty of weight when I was exclusively breastfeeding until later towards the end I started controlling what I eat. But see, for your breast to produce enough milk, you have to eat. You are going to get ready to eat breakfast, mid-breakfast, lunch, mid-lunch, dinner, mid-dinner, midnight snack, midnight food, before early morning food. Before breakfast, inside breakfast, like
Oh my God!
because you really want your breast to be filled with breast milk so that you will not starve your baby, so you need to eat. And if you are not thinking because you just gave birth you want to jump into the fit farm journey, my dear, please, you are going to press a pause on your fit farm journey for the next 6 months until you finish exclusively breastfeeding. That's when you can be taking all this weight loss tea and all these supplements to lose weight, because whatever you take is being passed through breastfeeding. So you have to watch whatever you take into your system as an exclusively breastfeeding mom. That you want to go back to your former weight is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen right now. You have to finish your exclusively breastfeeding before you enter your weight loss journey. Another disadvantage of exclusive breastfeeding is your baby is going to have problems adjusting to solid food, formula or baby cereal or whatever you want to give to your baby. Like, guys, it is always war for me and Amorie when she wants to eat. We are always fighting. Sometimes we don't even wear clothes. She does not wear, me I don't wear, so that whenever she messes me up, immediately she finishes eating like this, I'll just step into the shower to shower and wash it off, to tell you how we struggle when we eat. The struggle is real. Like, she doesn't want to take anything. Even till now, 8 months later, she's still refusing to take anything at all. When I say anything at all, I have tried all kind of baby series, what's it called, ogi, that's pap. I've tried making it myself. I've done everything, changed the milk. This girl just don't want to take anything apart from breast milk. Yes, your baby is going to find it difficult to adjust to taking solid cereal, any kind of baby food. At first, she's not going to accept any food you want to give her. Yes, so get ready for that war if you choose exclusive. Another disadvantage of exclusively breastfeeding is it limits your social life. I don't know how to put it, if there's any other way to put it, but see, thinking about the fact that you are going to breastfeed wherever you are going to go, because trust me, we have done it in some awkward places, like in bus, in keke napep, at church, on my way going to somewhere, anywhere I am. When she wants to eat, I have to look for somewhere to hide so that I will not expose my husband's property to the general public. You understand? If they invite me for a function or something now, before I go, I always think twice. 99% of the time I'm not going to attend, because when I think about how I'm going to breastfeed my child in that place, it just discourages me and I just end up staying at home, which leads to boredom and loneliness. I'll just be there on my phone looking at people having fun, and I cannot just go out and have fun, because I'd rather be at home and breastfeed as many times as she wants to feed than to go out and be feeling a certain type of way. Another disadvantage of exclusive breastfeeding is it influences your dresses, as in your mode of dressing. Take it or leave it. When you are exclusively breastfeeding or even breastfeeding altogether, you have to get clothes that will make it easy for you to breastfeed your child. That's if you step out, you have to wear something that it will be easy for you to bring out the package and breastfeed your baby when she wants to eat. So you can't come and dress in a kind of way. There is no zip, you are wearing a long gown with turtleneck, and you are exclusively breastfeeding. My dear, you are just going to embarrass yourself. That's if your baby is not going to take a feeding bottle, you are going to embarrass yourself, because I can't start imagining how you want to take the gown from bottom up before you give the baby breast. So it influences your way of dressing. During that period that you're exclusively breastfeeding, you might want to kiss some of your favorite clothes goodbye. Then you might also want to adjust your wardrobe and make some changes in your choice of dresses and clothes. So you want to make sure that when you want to breastfeed, you are comfortable doing it. So you get clothes that have a lot of space on the neck side so that you can bring down, or you have to get clothes that have zip at the edge or at the back, just to make it comfortable for you when you are breastfeeding. Another disadvantage of exclusive breastfeeding, I don't know if I would call this one a disadvantage or advantage, is that most time your period will not return. There are some cases that some people are exclusively breastfeeding and their period will come the next month after giving birth. There are some cases like that, but in my own case, my period it has not even come. So, and some people, they don't menstruate until they finish breastfeeding. So if you are somebody that you don't want to really space your kids, you want to have your kids back to back, because there are people like that want to just have them back to back, it's going to be an issue, because it will be difficult for you to get pregnant when you are not seeing your period. I heard you can ovulate even without period, but I don't know. But the practical thing to say is that it will be hard for you to have another baby during that time that you are exclusively breastfeeding, because I've mentioned it before in the advantages that it serves as a contraceptive. So it might be difficult for you to have your wish by giving birth to your children back to back. You don't want space, you want them to come in close proximity. Is going to be difficult for you if you are exclusively breastfeeding. So to crown it all, I want to end this video by saying, whether you choose to breastfeed exclusively, whether you choose to do a mixed feeding, that's formula and breastfeeding, whether you choose just formula for your child, I want you to know that you are a good mom. Okay, you are a good mom, and the best thing for you to know is that a well-fed baby is the best baby. So do not starve your child because you want to do exclusive breastfeeding or you don't want to do exclusive breastfeeding. There are some people that don't lactate immediately after giving birth. They will have to wait for some days before breast milk will come. There are some people that don't lactate at all. So are you going to now starve your child because you want to do exclusive breastfeeding? It's not going to happen. You have to give the baby food. So guys, that is about all disadvantages and advantages of exclusive breastfeeding that I experienced personally, and I have also gone online to do this research for you guys. So that's the end of today's video. Yes, I want you to drop your comments in the comment section if, with all these pros and cons that I listed here, you will still go ahead to exclusively breastfeed, or you just stick to formula, or just do as the spirit lead. If there is any other pro and cons that I missed in these videos, you can drop it in the comment section for other people to learn from it, and me as well to learn from it, because I always look forward to see your comments in my comment section. So guys, that's the end of today's video. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, do so and subscribe, as I will see you in my next video. Bye.